What's up, everybody? BDF44 coming at you with another video. All right, so it's not quite as hot as it's about to be, so I'm gonna try to run over to Target, take care of what needs to be taken care of before it starts to really heat up. It's supposed to be as much as 107 last I checked, but I did check that last night, so the temperature could potentially be different than what we expect, but it doesn't feel overly hot right now. Of course, I'm walking in the shade. It won't be in a few seconds, but I'd say it's about 93, 92, which all things considered is cooler than what we're used to over these last 5 days. Yesterday was cool in comparison. For example, I think it only got as hot as 104. So, you know, we getting used to what we get used to. When I first started complaining about the heat, it was 94 degrees and I was having trouble with it. Now it's like, nah, you give me 94 degrees, I'll be very pleased with that. But yeah, man, this morning went well. This morning went very well. I got the vibes from the Lord as I was praying last night that I handled this exactly the way He wanted me to handle it. I took from it what it is He wanted me to take from it, and I shouldn't have any problems getting a room today. As I had spoken to the receptionist Destiny, and she had also said so, that they would have 3 rooms today. And I spoke with her this morning. She already has a room available, you know, set aside for me. So I'm very thankful how all that's working out. But I do need to go get the rest of the money, because of course I had to hand 120 to the folks over at NoHo so that I could stay for another night, weekend rates and such, without any discounts and stuff. So that's a bit of a adjustment mentally, because at the end of the day, as you guys know, I tell everybody all my business. My GR pays me on the 7th. It is now the 9th, and they only give you $220 a month. So like more than half of that is coming out right now, and I still got a whole nother month to wait before they're gonna replenish it. So that's, I think, something that you just gotta live with. I likely would have spent most of that money on food and maybe bought myself some shirts or something, you know what I mean, that kind of thing. Probably would have been how I spent the money. Maybe replenish some lotion or something at the end of the month. But I just bought most of the stuff that I would otherwise use cash money on as it pertains to that type of hygiene stuff. Most of that's already purchased, and should last for the duration of the month. So I'm not really worried too much. This is one of those situations where you always want to keep your cash, though, because as of late, you guys know my boy T has needed money for the storage unit that we've been using. Thank you. Have a great day. He's been needing what, $100 here, $80 there, and I've been able to give that to him at the end of the month for the past couple of months. So I would only assume that would probably be something that could come about again at the end of this month. And with me having to fork out $120 2 days after being paid, I'm almost certain that's going to be a stretch for me to be able to contribute this month. So I don't anticipate that I'm going to be very pleased having to fork this over, but I also didn't want to ask my uncle to fork it over himself, as he gives me so much every week to take care of things, and will continue to till I get out of the situation. So the last thing I want to do is tell him, hey, we have an extra expense of $120 for this week. I just feel like if I have the money to take care of my business, then damn it, it is my business to take care of. So I don't want him to think that for every problem I have, he needs to be the solution financially. It may hurt me in a way to have to fork out that money, but it's not like it's not there. If it were not there, I would ask for it. But that it is there, it's not something I'm willing to overstep and ask him to take care of that when I do have it. You know what I mean? So that's really what the science is. And if for some reason later on down the road when I need more money and I don't have it, I would not have exhausted that this go around when it's actually there. So that's my thinking, man. Sometimes you just gotta take care of the business at hand, even if it hurts to do so. You can't always just go to the people that you can ask things from and just ask them to take care of every little thing when they're already doing so much for you. In my case, it's like, nah, I can handle that. And if it does hurt on the back end of the month, then I can go back and ask him for a little more if it comes to that. But while I have it, it's important that you take care of your own business. And so that's really what it comes down to. I'm not trying to leech. I'm not trying to be a burden any more than what is necessary for the circumstances at hand. So I'm not thrilled about the circumstance. I think he works it into his equation that this thing just can go this way. We've never had it happen before where they didn't have a room for me. But this is a possibility. This is part of the game. So if for some reason they don't have a room, you gotta find somewhere to stay for that night. And it's not gonna be a discount necessarily for you to benefit from. You know, like, you still gonna need to pay the same amount when you get back there. It's not their business to where you sleep, lay your head, and how much it costs. For all they know, you spent the night at a friend's house. You know what I mean? Who knows how people handle these circumstances from person to person? But the point is, it could cost. And when it does, you either have the money or you don't. They're not a place that houses people that need a place to stay. It's a hotel by business, and they expect you to have your money. And if not, they don't send you away. Now, they will work with me. She's already told me in the past, if I wanted to do a partial week, if for some reason I don't have the money, we can do a partial week. But I'd still be responsible for leaving at the end of that contract. So if, let's say, I only had like $50, maybe she can give me a day, you know what I mean? Based on my long-standing tenure with them and then the good rapport that I have with them. I don't know if they work with everybody that way, but you know, if they don't have a spot, they don't have a spot. And so that's what it really comes down to. Which is why you can't, if you're me, get too comfortable in this situation. This is yet a reminder of why I need to be trying to find a permanent place to stay and taking the steps necessary to do so, amongst other reasons, obviously, but none more than the fact that this is not a place you can bank on 100% of the time. You know what I mean? It's just not. This week was a different adjustment, and last time was also a situation where they only had one room left. You know what I mean? And it could have been bad for me that particular session 3 weeks ago as well. So, you know, I think it's a good thing for their business. That's for sure. They're booming. People are coming through, and they only have so many rooms. So, and people are definitely interested in getting air-conditioned rooms when it's this hot. During the winter, nah. But when it's this hot, air-conditioned rooms are obviously on high demand. So, I'm not mad at anybody. I'm thankful that I have been paid the GR rather than this happening right before I got paid or somewhere in the middle of the week when I'm strained, which has been a thing that's happened a couple of times throughout this process financially. So I guess this happened at the right time. But now I gotta wait the rest of the month to get paid, and that is a strain. You know, it's frustrating because I just got a bunch of birthday money that I was looking forward to actually saving to have for myself, but it's like that $10 situation with the storage took one half of it, and in this situation took basically the other half of my birthday money. So that's already gone, and that's one of the situations that makes this very frustrating, is just not being able to save money even when you have intentions to, because unexpected stuff just keeps popping up. That's what it really comes down to. Unexpected things keep popping up, and of course the cell phone bill, that's always going to keep coming. So it's like, you know, on this level, even when you get a little extra money, saving it is not really all that possible. So unexpected things do occur. But yeah, man, starting to warm up. Definitely starting to warm up. I'm gonna get in here, grab a few little groceries, make sure I hit the ATM, do all that other stuff, and hurry up and get back over there to get this contract going. Get in that room and pray to God that it's air conditioning. I think it is, though. I think she said it is. But you know, it's still gonna be hot. I think today and maybe tomorrow as well. So that's just what it is, man. 107 today is supposed to be. It feels like it's already creeping up to 97, 98 right now. Since I've been walking, it feels like it's gotten hotter. So, you know, I'm thankful because I'm out of the NoHo Hotel. And in the NoHo Hotel, I can't do all the workout and extra things that I like to do, like my morning squat regimen with my suitcase. Suitcase entirely too heavy for me to be trying to get that regimen in. So these last 2 days I ain't been able to do that. You know what I mean? I ain't been doing the walking, all of that stuff that I planned on doing. This kind of threw it off, but just the same, it gave me the rest necessary to replenish since I had been a little sore. So, you know, I didn't plan on resting as much as I had, but I did, and now I'm ready to get back to it. So hopefully when we get in this room today can signify the beginning of continuing that process after a little 2-day hiatus, which with the mind that I have feels like a week and a half. You know what I mean? Like, seriously. So yeah, man, look at these red ants. I do not want to be bit by any of those, but I don't really have much else going on. Just wanted to give y'all an update on how things are going. Ain't bad. It's hot, but you know, it's been hot for the last 5 days, so that's not an adjustment at this point. Hopefully we're at the end of that, though. It says we are. Tomorrow I think it's supposed to be like 97, so it's cooling down slowly but surely, but tomorrow's still supposed to be a hot day. But as far as the heavy heat, today is the last day of that. And then it's supposed to drop like 10 degrees on Thursday, which is weird. It's supposed to be like 79. I have my doubts that it actually dropped that far, but looking forward to that type of cool. Since we haven't seen that in 79, probably ain't seen that in about 2 months. But yeah, man, that's what it is. Valley living, getting through this era of my life, still enjoying my walk. Thankful that the Lord has given me strength and more experiences from which to help others with. As I was telling you guys yesterday, that's really been the story. The theme of this circumstance is to continue to lean on God and not on my own understanding, and not be married to outcomes, but more so married to the faith that allow me to handle every outcome. And that's what I'm preaching to y'all. That's what this has been about. Besides just dealing with the circumstance at hand, that's the spiritual lesson to keep with us. So that's what I've been really pondering, and really being thankful that the Lord has given me that. And I hope that I can continue to speak on that the way that He would want me to, so that others can take that with them and incorporate it into your circumstances as well. Things don't always work out, man. They just don't. What you want to be is able to absorb those realities and still be yourself, work on what you want to work on, adapt to it in whatever way, so that you can learn to make what is new normal, heal if it requires such, be good in the moment if it's whatever the situation would be required. You want to be able to have the frame of mind from which to receive it and not crumble. That's really what it's about. If we keep on believing that outcomes are the end all be all to our happiness, when those outcomes don't work out, we crumble. We turn to the worst of drugs and, you know, giving up and whatever that looks like in your life. But if you have a fluid idea that good things happen, bad things happen, and it's not what happens, it's how I react to it, then you'll be able to pick up the pieces really no matter how much is thrown at you. Sometimes you get hit with several blows. This happened, that happened, this happened, that happened, this happened, all that. And this type of acceptance and reality and leaning on faith can help you absorb as much as necessary and continue to thrive toward the patience necessary to receive all that it has to give you. You know, that's really what it is. People disappoint you, you know, spouses cheat or pass away, all different types of horrors. At the end of the day, not married to outcomes, just to the strength necessary to endure any outcome. BDF 44, I thank y'all for watching.